Around 23,095,000 pops are available in the chimps game if you go to round 140. So let's do that today with the Apache Prime helicopter. 23 Megapops is like 2 Megapops but no achievement, and it's just an extra little challenge that you can do if you dare put a tower under that amount of strain. As ever, we start with a submarine on logs because submarines are our best friends when it comes to getting a particular milestone when it comes to a number of pops for a single tower, because of the fact that submersion support exists. Oh yeah, there's that. Well, we need to put on Strong. I think we need to go on Strong. There's a simple reason why you want to go on Strong. It means that the balloons that are surviving are slowed down to a point where we can actually control the amount of pops that we can do to where we can actually pop all of the balloons. So that if you're always targeting first, it means that like the green balloons, yellow balloons, pink balloons can slip on by without being damaged whatsoever because of how fast they're going. So sometimes going on Strong is better than going on first. Can we do it? Can we do it? That's going to be a no, so we may need a special tool called Pickles to help us out here. Where are we at? Need barbed darts so that we can have more PS per dart thrown by the submarine. We still got Pickles still, which will carry us all the way until... Probably need another Pickles at some point, but we're definitely going to get the helicopter next. Okay, Pickles have run out, but I'm pretty sure we can get through the rest of this round because we have the extra Pierce now because of barbed darts. And we have managed to go through round 15, sorry. There's round 16 gone as well. Go on first because these are regrows. I'd rather pop them all than try and keep on damaging the healthiest most balloon. Can we get through the rest of this round? Hopefully. Yes. Now we can put down our helicopter here and start dealing the 23 Megapops required to complete the self-imposed challenge. Let's not forget heat tip darts so that we can actually pop leads with our beloved submarine here. Yeah, submersion support, as I've always said in a lot of these 2 Megapops or 23 Megapop scenarios, is one of the best towers that you can have when it comes to support. It doesn't do any damage when it's submerged, which makes it an absolute beast to have. So, put some nails at the end of the track there so we don't have to invest in some nerfed priced submersion support. Get some faster firing, quad darts. Soon we're going to have pursuits because with heat tip darts we can pop lead balloons without worry. Lead balloons, my lovely friend here. Lead balloons, we're going to put you on Strong so that you're always targeting the leads, leaving the rest for the helicopter. There goes round 30. Pursue and then razor rotors after that. Oh, that might have been a mistake actually, because now we can't actually afford submerging ship point. Gonna need to put that on. I really don't want to do that, but I made the mistake of just going straight to razor rotors without considering that we could put down some submersion support. Speaking of the devil, because of the fact we have razor rotors, we can now actually pop lead balloons. So, believe it or not, when it comes to DDTs, the only attack that the Apache dart ship can actually damage DDTs with is the razor rotors themselves. And when it goes to Apache Prime, only the machine plasma gun that it has at the very front and the razor rotors. Now that the early game is kind of sorted out and we can actually do something without risk of losing a round, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, whatever it is that you are doing. And there goes the first MOAB of the video. As you may have noticed, I have removed other kind of support towers like the Middle Path Ice Tower and the Middle Path Ninja, and that's because we just don't need them. We're not going to go with a radar scanner yet. The camo balloons at this point of time poses no threat. We're going to go with Apache dart ship, then we're going to put a radar scanner down, and then, only then, will we do such a... only one little nail left at the very end of the track. You have come in clutch there, Geraldo, with you and your 9 pops. Oh, can we... Oh, yeah, we can do this because we can afford to be Apache dart ship now. Up until the mid-80s, we are well secured. There's one of our villagers down. We will grant our helicopter with the radar scanner it so desires. And jungle drums as well. Because who's going to say no to some jungle drums? It's honestly odd how this is the only log on logs that actually provides 100% prevention of the towers that are placed behind it from being able to attack balloons. But it's like, these are similar shape, these two down here. Similar size, similar shape. Okay, maybe not similar shape. It kind of bends inwards a little bit more here. But it's like, why can't these logs also prevent attacking balloons, honestly? It's just incredibly odd how this log here is the culprit of so many successful Team Megapops runs on this map when it comes to hiding support-related towers. Speaking of support, we now have Overclock active. And when I say active, I mean active. Round 63, absolutely no issues whatsoever. The Apache Dart ship can essentially solo the mid-game just by itself, honestly. As long as you give it some camo detection, it's all good. And yeah, we're going faster firing rather than the middle path because, well, we fire faster. We need all the firepower and speed of our firepower in which we can muster in order to defeat that Fortified BAD on round 140. Our next objective is to afford the Apache Prime, and then after that, the MIB here, because I'm not worried about the black property on balloons because we have other means to be able to counteract that at this point in time. But when we get to 90, when you merge the black property and the lead property together, relying on just the Razor Rose aspect of this tower and the plasma machine gun, it's not going to be that reliable, which is why the MIB is needed. Those explosions, they are probably the most powerful aspect of the Apache Prime itself. But again, there's also the laser dart, not laser darts, but the laser aspects, but they're not as good. At this point in time, Pickles does more harm than good because that extra attack speed applied to the Apache Dart ship is more powerful than the extra amount of damage per projectile. Because sometimes you have enough power per projectile that you're kind of decreasing your damage output if you try and give yourself more output at the cost of attack speed. Which is why having a certain amount of DPS per projectile, you're not going to benefit from that extra damage if you're not able to conjure up enough of those projectiles in the first place. Groups BFBs, let's see if we can take them down. Absolutely, and round 76 goes by without a single issue there. Both the top half helicopter and the Super Monkey share exactly the same problem when it comes to the Alchemist. The Alchemist's buffs are barely ever applied to the tower itself, because of the simple matter of fact that the Razor Rotors, every time it swings around, that's an attack. And it swings around so many times that when you try to apply the Alchemist buff to it, the buffs that it has given to the heli pilot itself almost instantaneously goes out every single time, which is why we don't have an Alchemist here, because there's no point. And it's just going to steal pops anyway, so there's no point in doing that. Even if we put the Alchemist in the far corner there and put the helicopter over here, like the base of it, so that we can actually apply buffs to it, it's going to steal more from the balloons than we are actually able to provide benefits to the heli itself. Which is why we're not having an Alchemist here. We are nearly there when it comes to Apache Prime. And it's going to be so well needed because this thing's going to really struggle in the 80s and 90s just in the Apache Dart ship form. We are soon going to transform. Oh, the ZOMG is going down very well here. Lovely. Round 80 is done. The only downside to submersion support is that you lose any bonus damage against camo balloons because obviously the submersion support removes the camo status off of any balloons that it enters its radius most of the time. So that's the only downside to it. But aside from that, I would rather have it than not have it, to be honest. Especially the fact that we really need it in the early stages of the game. Oh yeah, I forgot actually, we can afford Apache Prime now. MIB up and running, which means those DDTs will no longer be a threat when it comes to our different means of attack. And we've got lasers, we've got plasmas, we've got rotors, we've got explosives. Now every single kind of attack can hit the DDTs and damage them. ZOMGs absolutely vanquished there. You may think this challenge is going to be easy. Nah. Our biggest threat is going to be A, Fortified DDTs, and B, the Fortified BAD, and then the Fortified DDTs that will spawn out of the Fortified BAD. Oh dearie me, the life in Balloons Tower Defense 6. When it comes to any kind of run that you are restricted when it comes to money, you can't just think about round 6 or round 100. You gotta think about every single round in between. And with this challenge involved, every single round is something that you need to take into equation. Round 90, speaking of the devil, DDTs, go away. Let's save our next overclock for the beginning of round 93 when the first DDT spawns, just so that we're able to keep an eye on them at all times. Because I do believe that in the early stages, before we get Ultra Boost, by the way, we're going to get Ultra Boost next, it's going to be pivotal in order to increase that attack speed at the right time, because on a tier 5 tower, overclock is not applied all of the time. You got to really be careful with the timing. Round 95 commences, and do you see any balloons? Nope. Well, you see them now. Okay, now let's apply the overclock. And the DDTs are making some progression, but they would make much more progression if we didn't have overclock active right now. Round 96, a bunch of beloved fortified MOABs. What? Oh yeah, there's still some more, but what fortified MOABs are there? You see any? There's none on the field because the Apache Prime has transformed them all, into absolute nothingness. The only thing that remains of the balloons are the helium that once inflated it into existence. I want the Ultra Boost stacks applied as soon as possible, which is why we're going for that. And with our 2 glue gunners, we're also going to be ×10 stacking those as well. Have I gone mad? Possibly. Fortified DDTs. Aren't you just magnificently annoying? So yeah, the single bound in round 100. Can we do this? Well, obviously. I mean, you are watching this video, so therefore there's going to be some level of success, right? This is just the beginning of our torture here. Round 100 has been slain. Round 101, a bunch of purples. And there's other rounds in the hundreds where a bunch of purples spawn out, but sometimes you just never notice it because they're all like underneath the other Mo class balloons. Oh, come on. Oh, this might require a glue gun of sorts. Might be. Do we need a glue gun of sorts? No, we managed to clear that up. I was worried that those Fortified DDTs were going to just go on straight to the exit. Good luck trying to combat DDT there, you single old nail. And there goes 102. We're definitely going to need a bottom path glue gunner at some point, because these fortified balloons here are going to be a little too much if we don't have some speed control. And yes, I could have opted for a ninja of some sorts, or an absolute zero ice monkey, but I want that. Also, it's going to use up too much money anyways. Oh, speaking of money, we are very close to an Ultra Boost. Let's see if we can actually get it before we need to use the overclock again. I hope to hold out until the Ultra Boost arrives. Let's see. Come on now. Oh gosh, the power of the Apache Prime cannot be underestimated. And because now that we've got that, we're going to put down our first glue gunner here. This is going to be our bottom path one. Let's just go with that. Lovely. We're going to put you on strong. And because you are in the radius of our village here, that means you can actually target DDTs without them needing to be decamofied. Oh my gosh, so many clumped up BFBs there. Oh my god, look at these DDTs. They're just going down. You all have no hope against me and my ultra boost. Also, we've got the foam away from here so that we just don't steal any pops. Like, this is going to be... Actually, that's going to be false. This is not going to be the only means of steals. Alongside Geraldus's, like, old nails at the very back of the map here. There is going to be something else which I'm going to deploy down, but only part way through 140. Times 6 Ultra Boost so far. We're going to get ourselves a Quarter Arms next, and then Homeland Defense. And then after that, we're going to think about a Glue Strike. That +2 damage on the bad on... Sorry, on the bads on round 140. That's going to be well and truly needed. The only downside on relying on Ultra Boost is that you only get 3 usages of it per round, so once you use up all 3 Ultra Boosts within a round, it's no longer activatable. So only in this part of the game we're going to spam it just so that we can get that stack going on. But after that, that is when we're going to need to think about spacing out our usages of it. Oh, by the way, we are over 5.4 million, so nearly a quarter of a way. Actually, yeah, a quarter of a way there now. I forgot about our financial situation. We've got Quarter Arms now. Then after that, Homeland Defense. Then gonna think about that middle path Glue Gunner to apply extra damage. Times 3 on the Glue Gunner here. Hopefully there's no DDTs required to... Oh, there are DDTs required to spawn. Okay, Quarter Arms. Hopefully this will be able to give us enough firepower needed. If we're not careful with our usages, we could shoot ourselves in the foot here. Because, well... we may need that overclock aspect applied to the Apache Prime here. Don't worry, Optimus will be able to deal with this just fine. After all, he is the leader of the Autobots. Sentinel Prime doesn't matter because, well, he's a doofus in the 3rd movie. The only reason why I'm applying Ultra Boost to the Glue Gunner is because I can. Do I need to say more? I can do that. And also having that extra attack speed as well is very nice to have. Yeah, we definitely need it for this round. So many DDTs! It's wonderful. Should I have used it on this round or should I saved it for the bads? You know what? We're gonna go with it. And I think we should have enough in the tank here. Let's see. Let's space this out actually so that we don't pop all of these in one go. Still trying to attack, but we're not doing as much damage because we kind of got this with a little speed. Yeah, we're gonna put you into place now. I just want a little bit of speed control there just so that we can get the Ultra Boost up and running and Quarter Arms back ready for this round. Yeah, this is why we need Glue Strike at some point. These bads, well, it's not bad now. Get it? Okay, I'll stop. But we definitely need it for around 140. That Fortified BAD is an absolute menace. There goes the second one. Now the third one. We should be able to do this. We've got the firepower in the tank to be able to do this. Now the tail is bandaged. That's always a good sign. The Whale BAD is the best, like, bad skin when it comes to seeing how much of its HP it has left, because having the tail bandage means it's on its last segment of its health. Ooh, we have now got the Homeland Defense up and running. Who's gonna say no to that? No one. I repeat, no one. And we are laying havoc to the balloons now. You see all those explosives? Okay, let's get the middle path up and running. It's not quite to the Glue Strike yet, but it's three-quarters of the way there, roughly. Tier 0, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, or maybe 4/5 of the way there. Tier 0, base tower still counts as part of a journey, okay? Oh, speaking of which, you see all these BFBs here? Do you see them now? DDTs! Round 126, you send a single messenger out just to try and bait us, and then you give us all that havoc. No thank you, goodbye. Holy moly, these DDTs are making their way to... Oh my god, that almost make it to the exit there. Oh, glad I applied that Ultra Boost to the Apache Prime there. I'm trying to get it so that this is at ×10. If you've already applied your beloved MIB to a tower, then getting a second one down, aside from Quarter Arms, it is a general severe waste of money. Actually, that's false. An extra portion of the map has the regrow blocker properties so that those regrows don't ever get applied. But at this stage of the game, you kind of got enough firepower to circumvent the issue of regrow balloons. 16k away from our next call to arms, and that is going to be everything when it comes to upgrades. The only thing left kind of to try and apply is certain items which we need from Geraldo for. 138, we're definitely going to need creepy idols down, solely because of all of the DDTs that are going to spawn on that round. We need some kind of damage control, oh sorry, from some kind of crowd control going on there. What do you mean? Our damage control is the Apache Prime. Oh, we've run out of Ultra Boost usages. That's very fascinating. Very fascinating. Only 3 more needed to be applied to our glue strike here. And then it's got, well, not maximum fire rate, but it's a good portion of the way there, you know? When Ninja Kiri was programming all of these towers into place, would they ever perceive the idea that certain towers have an extreme amount of opportunity when paired with other towers to be able to have a feat such as this? Times 10, times 10, obviously times 10. No, not obviously that. Times 10. Not going to do that one, thank you very much. The beauty of tier 5 summons now from the Ultra Boost. Yeah, it can now do it for 160% of the time, I believe. Like, the sheer majority of the time, which is why you can apply 2 Ultra Boosts and they still have, like, the red circle hovering over, so that... That's always been, oh my god, these DDTs are fast enough to where we're not always kind of damaging them. They're evading our attacks. That's no good. No good whatsoever. We cannot be having that. We must destroy all of our balloons because that is our goal. We are also 20 out of 23 million pops of the way there. And yes, we are still not there to 20, but we might as well be. Okay, for real, we are there now. 20 out of 23. This round has a huge amount of clumped up balloons, so our PS is not always going to be top notch here. 20 million. We need a few more. We need a few more. We're holding out on our Ultra Boost here. We don't... Sorry, on our Homeland Defense here. Don't want to use it just yet. I want to use it for round 138 for those pesky Fortified DDTs, but at the moment... Oh my god. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Bob the Prime. Can he pop them? Yes, he can. Okay. We've got to time this correctly. We don't want to just use it willy-nilly. Okay, now let's use it while we're affecting multiple balloons at any given point in time. Oh my god, I'll use them both together. I'm such a stupid. I'm such a stupid. This is not going to go down well, is it? Is it? Is it? No. I told you it wasn't going to go down well. As soon as I pressed call to arms, it wasn't going to go down well. Did I, or did I not tell you? Alongside 2 creepy idols, let us put on the Jerry's hot sauce on our plane here. Sorry, our helicopter. Sorry for the false identification there. We kind of want the helicopter to be around the middle of the track so that it can damage as many DDTs with explosives as we can. Let's see now. That is still once the Homeland Defense icon goes, we're going to activate call to arms. There we go. We need that. We need all of the attack speed that we can possibly muster. And Creepy Idols has done a fantastic job stalling the DDTs there. Alongside Relentless Glue. Don't forget about that. Okay, round 139 is free. It's just a bunch of fortified MOABs. But the next round, that is going to be the round in which we are going to need some preparations for. So we're going to turn auto start off. And then after that, ooh, we've got 3,727 to play with. We're going to activate a genie bottle, but not at the beginning of the round. We're going to do it midway through the round, because it was still too many pops otherwise. Jar Pickles is beneficial for the Fortified BAD, but not for the regular BAD, which is why we're not using it. Otherwise, it may mean that we can't actually pop through everything. So let us commence the round. So firstly, we're going to put on the Glue Strike, then Homeland Defense. And after that, we're going to apply all of our old nails at the beginning of the track here to initially damage the regular BAD. Okay, our Ultra Boost is no longer active, so it means we need to put down another one. Let's put that down. Let's use Quarter Arms, which I should have used otherwise. Let's see. Okay, now that's been damaged by the old well, not old nails, but the explosive nails there. Homeland Defense active, please. Blue Strike active, please. Yeah, that's going on for a very long time, so we're going to space out our usages as much as we can. We need the uses used whenever we need them to be used. I should have done that earlier, really. Homeland Defense needed. And come on, pop already, please. Fortified BAD. I need you to pop already, please. Oh, goodness sake, that's not good at all. As I just said, it's not good at all. We need to activate that earlier. Okay, we've got the DDT sorted out, but I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to steal too many pops. As long as it doesn't get to like 90,000, we should be good. But with the amount of time we still have left on screen here, that might be a bit of an issue. Okay, so that's at 46,000, 47. Ooh, that's getting very, very close to that end goal there. Come on. I need you to stop attacking, please. Gosh. Okay, we've got it. Okay, 23,013,000. Oh, that's a little bit tight when it comes to the usage of a genie bottle there. You need to use it, otherwise you're just not going to get through that initial, like, bad layer in order to get to the DDTs. Yeah, DDTs are the bane of this round, honestly. The fortified ones are an absolute bane to try and deal with, because they're literally on the home straight here, the last straight along here, and they're just going to keep getting on past. So, that is 23 Megapops with the Apache Prime on logs. Thank you to Geraldo for your items there. We really needed you. Along with everything else as well. Homeland Defense, Quarter Arms, the Glue Gunners here. But most importantly, the Apache Prime. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. I know I talked a huge amount of this video, but sometimes a little bit of here and there is needed in order to actually like see the joining bits of this adventure. Now, if you don't subscribe, I heard that phase will not only have the camo property, but the indestructible property as well, where no matter what kind of firepower you give it, it's always going to phase in and out of reality. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't have that really, really tricky status. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everybody.